Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, I will be playing another Dimir tempo list in Legacy, and I did swap some cards around in the list. Compared to my last Dimir tempo video, I swapped the Snuff Out and Force of Negation after seeing some more creature decks in my leagues, and yeah, that's the only swap as far as the main deck. Just the Snuff for the negation. In the sideboard, I did take out the Null Rod to add in a Massacre, since I have been seeing a little bit more of Boros Energy. Not really any Death and Taxes, but I have been seeing some Boros Energy. And we did 2-0 Boros Energy in round 1 of this league, and I did get to cast a Massacre, so check that out. So basically, this is Grindstone Cowboy's list. Check him out on YouTube. Uh, and originally, the sideboard was just like this, except the Snuff Out was in the sideboard, the Force was in the main, and then he had a Null Rod and a Massacre. So basically, I decided to first swap the Massacre with a Toxic Deluge because I didn't really see a lot of energy or white decks around. And then the meta was so combo filled that I thought, okay, I don't need a sweeper, so I swapped the Massacre with Sheoldred's Edict, which I have been liking. But then now with the rise of some creature decks being in the meta again, I decided to put a Massacre back in after recently losing a game to Boros Energy. So yeah, so it kind of Massacre like went out and then it's back in, but I didn't want to cut the Edict to put the Massacre back in, so I decided to just cut the Null Rod. Our trophy round, game 5 of this league that we did end up winning, so we did get the trophy. We played against Mystic Forge with Fantasticar. I saw their recent trophy, and I only saw 2 Fantasticars in the list, so it's not like an all-in Fantasticar list like the pilot Ella 1 was playing with 4 Fantasticars. So the Null Rod would have came in handy in that matchup, but overall, I think I'd rather have the sweeper for the time being. But I will be watching that kind of closely and maybe adding Null Rod back in. I did face Reanimator this league, except it was a Dimir Reanimator, which was a pretty scary round. We did end up getting there, but I think that it's very important to keep the 2 surgicals in the sideboard because I was considering taking one out after not facing Reanimator for a while. But I think you just kind of need to have it in the sideboard. And plus, if you face lands, you want to have some surgicals to get rid of the loam. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video, and let's get right into it.
Round 1, we are on the play against Mad Sci So Cool, and I see Eldrazi, Mono White, that type of stuff, but it's from 2025. Gigantha. Whoa. Alright, I'll keep this. Pretty weak to Wasteland. Gigantha is a card that when I'm playing Boros Energy in Legacy and paper, uh, just like with my friend kitchen table type thing, I I'll play Gigantha in my sideboard since I don't need that many sideboard cards. But at like bigger events, I don't play Gigantha. Okay, let's brainstorm here. We do find a land. What cards do we want to put back? Probably the second Bowmaster and a Ponder. Okay, let's get a basic island here. And let's Bowmaster. Okay, here's a Guide of Souls, and they missed their second land drop. Okay, so here I'm gonna Ponder. Okay, so we'll do Tamio, Snuff Out, Wasteland, no. And then here I can Flow State. And we'll take the Snuff Out and Tamio. 2 cards. Okay, Snuff Out Tamio. And I think I'm just going to snuff it out now so I can get some damage in. I just added the Snuff Out back in the deck. I moved the Force of Negation that was in the main over to the sideboard. I just felt that I was starting to face a little bit more creature decks after the craze of Car has slowed down a little bit. Okay, so here we can Tamio, Brainstorm, and I guess we'll put back. I like all the cards. Put back Wasteland, Ponder. Okay, here's a Juicy Days. I'm gonna get back the Snuff Out the Guide of Souls, because then I can Kaito. get back the Bowmaster. And we'll go top, top. And I already played a land. Okay, here's a Sand Scout, which is a little annoying, but I'm gonna be able to push and then Wasteland. Okay, so okay, we'll keep the Force. And then here, I'll Wasteland them. And then I think I'm just gonna slam Nethergoyf. It's a 3/4. I'm already holding up Force of Will, so, and I can brainstorm if they play something. Okay, let's brainstorm here. Ooh, we found a daze, nice. Okay, so I guess we'll put back Wasteland, Fetchland. And then we'll daze. Three, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so it's exactly lethal. Okay. So, like I was saying, I brought back in the Massacre. Brazen. Force. Daze. Kaito. Maybe on the play I'll reconsider having some dazes. Okay, I do like this hand because I can play on basics. Okay, let's see what they do here. Basic planes and Ocelot Pride. Okay, so now I have to make a decision. Do I want to play Nethergoyf as a blocker or do I want to Thoughtseize? I think I'm just going to play Nethergoyf here. Swamp, Nethergoyf. Next turn I can ponder Thoughtseize. Okay, Sand Scout and Red Elemental Blast. I think let's take the Sand Scout here. Okay. Okay, let's get Island, and here we'll Ponder. Nice, nice, nice. Fatal Push. Land, Fatal Push. No. And then here we will pass again. Try to avoid them having swords, but even if they do, we can take one hit. Okay. Ooh, all good cards. So I guess what we'll do here is we'll go Massacre, Fatal Push, Tamio. No. And then we will play the Tamio because if they blast it, then the Nethergoyf grows. Okay, here they blast it. Their hand is Plateau Wasteland, mystery card. Okay, here's Bombardment. So I need to not forget that on top of my deck is a Massacre. Okay, here's a Sand Scout. So they're going to be able to get something back next turn. Maybe I just Massacre now. Yeah, I'll do that. They forgot to activate the bombardment there. All right, we got there. GG. Okay, round 2, we're up against Troke on the play. And I believe that this guy plays blue-black car. Okay, this I'll keep. And I will fetch basic because they could be on blue-white Felia. So here I'll ponder. Okay. Yeah, maybe I should have played the Tamio actually. So we'll go ponder, Murktide, land, because I do want to draw the Murktide. Yeah, I should have played the Tamio. I was thinking too fast. Okay, there's Patchwork. I'm going to daze that. So I'm assuming this is going to be Car Affinity. So that's 2 spells. Okay, there's Emery. Hopefully, there's a Kappa down there, so hopefully we can engineer explosives on 1. Let's see if they crack it right away. Should have cracked it before. Um, yeah, I wish I could have found like a Snuff Out and or a push. I already played a land. So what do I not want? I guess the Ponder and the Brainstorm. Ponder and the Brainstorm. Oh, I'm tripping. I forgot that it still gets my Tamio. Okay, so I guess I can still brainstorm here, try to find a Snuff Out. We don't find a Snuff Out, but we do find a Force of Will. So I guess here we'll put back Thoughtseize land. So if they try to Kappa, I can force it, pitch flow state, and then on my turn I can flow state try to dig for fatal push or a Snuff Out for this Emery. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, engineered explosives. Play it on 0. Do they have another Kappa? I think not. I think they're getting ready for next turn. Okay, so there's a Thoughtseize on top. I think I don't want that. I could also just Murktide here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it'd be a 7/7. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, maybe I'll leave an instant in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll leave an instant in there so I can make it easier to flow state. They're pausing, so that tells me that their hand might be force blue card. So now they're going to try to go for Kappa. And I'm going to have to... Oh, I should have left a sorcery in my graveyard, actually. Because if I force, then I'll have an instant in my graveyard. Fantasticar, okay. Okay, here they play a pedal. Maybe they just want to make constructs. Yeah, I messed up leaving an instant in the graveyard. Okay, so I think we'll do push. Oh, I can only keep one. Okay. So if I can only keep one, I'm probably going to want to keep another push. Wait a second. I can't push the Emery. I can push the construct though. Let's see what they get. Okay, they get a Shadow Spear. And we push. They can't tap their tomb, or else they'll go to 6 and Murktide swings for 6. Okay, they choose Lotus Petal. Okay, let's take the Bauble. So even if they can car plus 3 spells, I can push one of the cars. I'll only take 12. Okay, so just when I take out the Null Rod, I face this deck. So take an Edict. Force of Negation. This is a different version of Affinity, though, where they don't have Pinnacle Emissary. So Deluge not as good. I'm not playing Deluge, but do I even want Baraglyph? I think not, because I'm dealing with the car and having to counter it and stuff. All right, game 2. Okay, this hand is fine. It's got a counter spell. It's not amazing, but I will keep this hand. Okay, that's spell 1. Spell 2. Spell 3. Okay, let's force that. Force pitch Murktide. Draw Wasteland. We don't have days, but I'm gonna brainstorm here anyways. Okay. I guess I'll put back land, 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 land. And I'm not gonna counter the Shadow Spear. Okay, here's a skateboard. Okay, so there's another land under. So here I'm gonna fetch. And I'm gonna ponder. So only, oh no, so I'll be able to flow state next turn. So I guess I'll put back. Flow state, brainstorm, Tamio, because I can pitch one of the Tamios. Flow state, brainstorm, Tamio, no. And this is my turn 2, and then I'll play a land, and I'll hold up Force of Will. One, two, three, four, five, six. Okay, so they could have Kappa here. Okay, so now I think they're trying to play around days. 1, 2, 3. No, you just tap it, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And force pitch Tamio. Okay, so here I probably want to wasteland them. And they have no cards in their hand, though. So I guess I don't want the Thoughtseize. So I'll put back Thoughtseize, flow state. Thoughtseize, flow state. Tamio flips. I plus Tamio. And then I wasteland the Saga. Pass. And then next turn we can flow state. Okay, so now we can pick 2 cards. I guess we'll pick Kaito, Thoughtseize. 2 cards in my hand. Kaito, Thoughtseize. And let's Thoughtseize here. Take their pedal. And then plus Tamio and pass. Okay, here's an Emery. Okay, they equip. Oh, they can cast the engineered explosives. Okay. They can cast engineered explosives on one, but they cannot activate this turn. Which means I can get back something from my graveyard if I know that they're trying to kill my Tamio. I mean, they're trying to kill my Tamio regardless, but okay. Okay, we draw Fatal Push, which is pretty good. So I guess what we do here is we crack a clue, and then we push the Emery, and then we play a land, plus Tamio, and pass. One, two, three. Oh, they do have Pinnacle. Interesting. And they equip. Oh, they can attack the Tamio. Not bad. Okay. Here we will surveil. Don't want to Thoughtseize. Honestly, I could just hardcast Kaito, tap down the Emery, and keep plussing Tamio. Okay, they cast Pinnacle. Oh, they can put the, oh, that was actually a good move. Will they attack the Tamio? Probably. Yeah. Okay, so Tamio will go to 4. I don't want the Force right now. Okay, so here I'm going to first off flow state. Oh, okay. Edict is nice. So 2 cards, flow state, edict. And then Okay. They don't have mana to equip Skateboard, though. Okay, so here, let's flow state. Two cards. I guess Force of Negation, Wasteland. Force of Negation, Wasteland. And all right, now we'll pass, holding up Force of Negation. Okay. Okay, they put the Skateboard on there, and then the Shadow Spear too. Let's see if we draw the Snuff Out. We don't. Okay, so here let's ponder first. Ooh, Murktide's nice. So Force could also Wasteland them because I'm a little worried about. Oh, I can do both with the Brainstorm. Okay, so we'll go Force, Wasteland, Murktide. No. The only thing is it'll flip that Tamio though. So I guess what I do is oh, I can draw a card with the clue actually. Have I played a land? No. Okay, so here I'll draw from the clue. Oh no, it's flipping it. Okay, I'll keep this one. And then I'll Wasteland them and slam the Murktide. Force, Brainstorm, Ponder, Thoughtseize, Thoughtseize. Alright, that should be game here. Alright, GG's.
Round 3, we are on the play up against 10 Ben, and I do not see anything for them and the results. Okay, this hand's a little awkward. I think I'll risk it. I'll start off with a Thoughtseize. Okay. I guess here I'll take the Ponder here. Brainstorm was a good draw. Okay, they cracked their Scalding Tarn. Here all days. Okay, and then now Brainstorm. Okay, they Force Pitch Spell Pierce. Now I have to decide if I want to Wasteland them. Their hand is Volcanic Island and Traxa. I think I will Wasteland them because if they draw Show and Tell, they can just cast it. They play Volcanic Island and pass. Here we want to draw land. We do draw land. I'm not going to Wasteland them here because I would like to Bowmaster and Kaito. Okay, we'll pick up the Orc Army token. Put them down to 11. And then here we'll Surveil. I do like both these cards. So we'll put Force on top and Brainstorm on top. and then we'll pass. And then next turn, we'll probably wasteland them. They share their hand, and they were mana screwed. Okay, so Hydroblast, Force of Negation, Edict. Brazen. Interesting. Eco Baronin takes out 3 push, leaving 1 in. Maybe 1 is in for Squelcher. What card do I cut though? I guess he doesn't want Edict. Okay, we'll go like that. Okay, this hand's fine. Okay, they've been a Lotus Petal. I wonder if I should just waste them here. Yeah, I think I will. Okay, we draw Kaito. We're holding up Brainstorm, Daze, Force of Will, Hydroblast. Here is a Brainstorm. We'll let that go through. Okay, I like Thoughtseize. So I guess we'll put back Kaito, land, Kaito, land. Alright, here we will Thoughtseize. And we'll take the stock up. And then we'll just pass here, holding up Hydroblast, Force, Daze. And next turn we'll probably Flow State and continue to hold up Hydroblast, etc. They've been a land. Okay, here they Brainstorm. Okay, let's Flow State here. Force of Will, Murktide, Ponder. I'll take the Murktide and the Ponder. So now should I Ponder or should I just hold up the Hydroblast? I think I'm just going to hold up the Hydroblast and chill right now. Alright, there's the sneak attack. Okay. Force Pitch Kaito. One, two, three, four, five. And then now should I hold up the push in case they go Squelcher into something? Or should I just Ponder? Dazing them is going to be pretty hard, so that could be my blue card to pitch. Okay, so here we'll Ponder. And I like all these cards. We can only get 2 of them by next turn when we have mana. So I think that next turn we should Bowmaster. So we'll put back Nethergoyf, Thoughtseize, Bowmaster, and then here we'll pass. Their hand is just Atraxa, I'm pretty sure. So we have them in a 2-turn clock. And now we'll Thoughtseize. Okay. Scalding Tarn. And GG's. Round 4, we're up against Lane 5893 on the draw, and I don't see any results for him or her. And this hand is a little awkward, but I think I'm going to keep this. I'm guessing this is Reanimator, maybe? I've never seen this card before, though. I'm just going to pass here. Hold up my brainstorm. Was not expecting a wasteland. Okay, so here we'll put back. We have no black mana, so I guess we put back Push, Goif. All right, here we will Tamio. Okay, here they daze. I'm gonna let it go. Okay, here they ponder. And they shuffle. Okay, let's ponder here. We did find a land. So I guess what we'll do here is we'll put back Brainstorm, Bowmasters, land. And then I'm just gonna wasteland them since I found another land. Okay, they put a card on top. Okay, I'll take the 1 damage. Okay, another one of these. Guess they didn't want to discard a card. Okay, that is a excellent draw because I can Kaito now. So we'll put them down to 19. And then here we will surveil. Okay, I want both of these cards. And I want the blue card for Force. Maybe this is just some kind of brew or something, but this creature's effect makes me think it's Reanimator. Okay, so they do bend Atraxa. So this is Dimir Reanimator. Okay, reanimate. Let's see if they have a counterspell. Okay. Alright, we got it. Okay, so blue-black Reanimator. So Force, Brazen, Surgical, Shieldred, Push is out. Maybe a Bowmaster. No, not a Bowmaster. I'll just take out a Kaito here. Alright, let's do it like that. Okay, I like this hand. Okay, here they Thoughtseize us. They take the Tamio. Okay, I'm going to Wasteland them. Here we'll get Basic Island and Ponder. Okay. Yeah, I like these cards. I think that we'll put back Swamp, Nether Guy, Nether Goyf, Swamp, Nether Goyf, Force of Will. No. Okay. They know I have a Daze, and they know I have a Force of Negation. See, okay. Luckily they did not bin an Atraxa or something off that Surveil. Okay, here they're cracking their fetch land, and let's see what they got. Draw 2 cards, discard a card. Okay, sure. Okay, they've been an Atraxa. Okay, so I think what I'll do here is I will brainstorm. Then I'll put back I think Force. Because if they Cabal Therapy or me or something, I don't want them to be able to get both of one of them. And then here I'll play out my threat. So now we're holding up double force, double blue card. But they know about these two, the Daze and the Force of Negation. Okay, so here doesn't really matter what they take. They'll probably take the flow state. Unless they're really trying to reanimate, then they take the Daze. Okay, so here I will Force a Negation. Pitch. I guess the Force will, because if I flow stay next turn, I'll get 2 cards from it. So Force pitch Force. Let's see if they have a Daze. They do have a Daze. All right, let's see what it's looking like. They go to 7. Show and tell. This game's going to be hard to win at this point. Force of Will. Thoughtseize, Scalding Tarn. Alright, they'll take my flow state. So now I need to draw like a Brazen Borrower or an Edict or something, but that's going to be kind of hard because they have Force Blue card. Okay, here they brainstorm. All right, let's surveil here. Yeah, let's bend the Tamio. Tamio is a blocker, but I think we just need to find some kind of way to get rid of the Atraxa here. It won't do me very well to just live one more turn. I don't know, maybe it was correct to keep Tamio as a blocker, but I really just want to draw like a flow state or something. And then flow state into like 2 cards that I need. Like Brazen and a blue card. Or Brazen and a Force of Will or something. Alright, let's scoop it up here. Okay, so this all looks fine. I would just like to have the other Kaito in here. Alright, I'm just going to take out another whiff, I think. Alright. Sand is fine. Pretty good, actually. So now I need to decide, do I want to play off basics? I think so. I do not want to get wastelanded, that's for sure. Okay, so let's go ahead and take the researcher, I think. Because I don't want them to get something in their graveyard. And that's their turn 1 play as well. All right, here I'll ponder. Nice. So we find force. So land, force, surgical. No. All good cards. Do I want a wasteland? I think no. Okay, here they push the Bowmaster. That's fine. All right, let's start it off with the Ponder. And that is really bad, so I'm going to shuffle that. Okay, here is a Tamio. Tamio is going to have to be fine. So, wow, do I really have no instance in my graveyard? Okay, I am going to surgical now so I can flow state. Archon, Archon, Archon. Okay. And then now I'll flow state so I can choose 2 cards. I'll choose 2 cards in my hand. Tamio, Brainstorm. And then I know what's in their hand. It is land, show and tell, reanimate. So here I will simply go Tamio, Brainstorm, and there's a Kaito. Okay, 2 cards back. So I guess I'll put back Wasteland, Kaito. All right. So I want them to attack me with their Tamio here. Because then, okay, so they bring back Bowmaster. Should I allow that? I think I'm going to Force of Negation that. So their hand is Show and Tell Mystery card. Okay, they do attack me. Nice. Because I would like to flash in this Kaito. Draw 2 cards, discard a card unless you attack this turn. Okay, sure. Okay, interesting. Spin that. Put that on top. Oh, I thought I was going to draw a card. And then here, I think I'm just going to take their Show and Tell out of their hands. Take their Show and Tell. And that will pass. Okay, they draw a clue. Plus Tamio. And here they Brainstorm while I'm tapped out. And they reanimate the Bowmasters. Ooh, getting rid of my Tamio. Pretty good. Okay, so here. It's been that, put that on top, play the Wasteland, and pass, because we can now hardcast Force Will. So they have 2 mystery cards in their hand. Let's see what they got. I'm just going to force this. Okay. 2 cards in my hand. I guess I put in my hand Murktide, Force of Will. Force of Will, Murktide. Ponder. Force of Negation. Ponder. Brainstorm. Force of Will. Okay. Thank goodness they did not bin an Atraxa. Okay. Now they do get the thing. Oh no, this isn't the creature. This is the draw 2. So they discard Force of Will. And now they ponder. So they're going to have 2 cards in their hand. They shuffle. So now I think I can just attack them. 8. Okay, they get back Brainstorm. Alright, we got there. GG's. We are on the play in our trophy round against Kusinaga and Car Stompy. So this looks like Mystic Forge with the One Ring, Fantasticar, two Fantasticars, Karn. Okay. Alrighty, we will keep this hand. And we'll start it off with a Tamio. And say go. Play a Planar Nexus. Brainstorm was an excellent draw. Here we brainstorm and put back push land, and then we'll wasteland them. Okay, they play another Planar Nexus. And here, I think we'll just daze this. Now here, I think what we'll do is we'll just play out our Nethergoyf and plus Tamio. Okay. I'm gonna let the Grim Monolith go. Okay, so here I'm going to ponder to grow my Nethergoyf. And put back Snuff Out, Snuff Out, Murktide land, and then we'll plus Tamio here. Play a land in case they like do some like crazy Flesh Raker shenanigans. But we are holding at force, and we will draw a bunch of cards next turn. All right, let's see what they got. All right, let's go to game 2. So we have consigns, Force of Negations, Brazen Borrower, Edict. Let's see what the car looks like. I mean, the car list. So I definitely wish that I had the Null Rod in this matchup. I took it out for the essentially the Massacre, because I originally took out the Massacre for the Edict, and then I decided I wanted Massacre as well, which came in handy round 1 against Energy. But now, what to cut? Push Bowmaster. Push Bowmaster. Interesting that Edict is not brought in, but I think I like Edict because it answers their Karn and a Fleshraker. I think I like this. Force of Negation. Okay, let's try this. Sand is risky, but I think I'm gonna try this. Hopefully they don't go Ancient Tomb, Monolith, Trinisphere, or something. Okay, they play Pithing Needle. Okay, here I'll just pass. I'll hold up Brainstorm and Consign. Here I'll Brainstorm. Whoa, a lot of cantrips. So next turn I'm going to want to Ponder and then hold up a land for Consign. So Ponder, Consign, so that I can flow state the next turn. But Ponder, Consign, then flow state. But I think I don't want all these lands. So I'll put back Undercity Sewers, Underground Sea. Okay, we'll get an Underground Sea here, and then we'll Ponder. Tamio's good, but I don't want to have it be followed up by 2 lands. I'm going to shuffle this. Okay, we get a land. Okay, they make a construct. Do I want to let them search? They have not played a land yet. I think I'm going to let them search. There's scarier stuff that they can be doing. Okay, Manifold Key. Okay, they play another Saga. And here, I'll Brainstorm. Put back Tamio. Underground Sea. So I think here I'm just gonna I need something for these constructs here. 1, 2, 3. Murktide would be a 6/6. Okay, let's get an island. And let's play Murktide. I really want to draw some counter spells. I'm not having a lot of luck there. I could consign this making construct thing. I think I am going to. Maybe it's a mistake, but these constructs are starting to scare me. Okay, 1 mana. Manifold Key. Fantasticar. Yeah, now I need to block. Okay, we draw another Goyf. I can't wasteland them. Alright, let's shuffle that. And there's a Force. Ponder Consign. Okay, so here we'll Flow State. 2 cards in my hand. I guess Flow State, Force. Force. And I'll play Tamio out as a blocker. Okay, the One Ring. I'm gonna force pitch Force here. Two cards in my hand. Guess Brainstorm, Ponder. I don't know. I'm super dead. Ponder, Shuffle, Brainstorm. Alright, I'm gonna scoop it up here. I can only block one of them, and they can do the unblockable shenanigans. Well, I don't think that my sideboarding is necessarily bad, but perhaps I just don't have enough blockers without Bowmasters. I'm gonna go like that. Okay, I'm gonna try this hand. Hopefully I can fire off these wastelands. Okay, Saga, Mountain. I guess I take the Trinisphere. Let's see what they play first. I'd like them to play the Saga because then I can wasteland them. They played Planar Nexus. Alright, I'll start it off with a Ponder. And I do like these cards. So I guess I will go Nethergoyf, Ponder, Force of Will, Nethergoyf, Ponder, Force of Will, no. And then here I'll Wasteland, and then I'll pass. Okay, they play a basic mountain and manifold key, that's fine. Okay, here we'll ponder and only sorceries in my graveyard. I do like every single one of these cards though. Nethergoyf is a 2/3. I'll probably daze something on their turn, making him a 3/4 though. Also turning on flow state. So I think what I'll do here is they do have a dismember though. That's something to keep in mind. So I think what I'll do here is I'll put back Tamio, low state, Nethergoyf, and then I'll aim to flow state next turn. Okay, here's a Grim Monolith. I'm going to daze that. Grim Monolith, there's a Saga. And then here, I'm just going to Wasteland. Now, do I want to play a threat or get the Tamio? I think I want to play a threat here. Okay, we draw Force. All right, let's flow state here. Okay, so 2 cards in my hand. I definitely want the Tamio and a Ponder. So we know they have a Grim Monolith and a Dismember in their hand. All right, we got there. GG's. Got the trophy, guys. Till next time.